Hello you lovely people and welcome to my unofficial Braum Champion Spotlight. Braum's inner tankiness combined with an array of crowd control and supportive abilities on top of having the manliest stash in the league make him an exceptional frontline support. His passive is Concussive Blows. After hitting an enemy with either his Q or an auto attack, Braum applies a stack of concussive blows. After 4 stacks, the enemy will be stunned for a short duration and take magic damage. Note that after Braum has applied the first stack, his teammates can help him apply additional stacks with their own auto attacks. The stacks will quickly fade away if the enemy mark doesn't receive any additional stacks. Braum's Q is Winter's Bite. This is the ability I personally enjoy to max first. It's a fairly low cooldown straight line skill shot that slows and damages the first enemy it hits. It also applies a stack of concussive blows. Note that the damage is based on Braum's maximum HP, making him a force to be reckoned with even when he builds full tank. His W is Stay Behind Me. This ability allows Braum to leap to a target allied champion or minion, granting both him and that ally additional armor and magic resistance for a few seconds. You can use it to disengage, engage, or simply provide yourself and an ally bonus resistances before a fight. The cooldown of this ability is lowered when you put levels into it, which is why I like to max it second. Braum's E is Unbreakable. When used, Braum raises his shield in the direction of your cursor, completely blocking all the damage from the first attack coming at him from the direction the shield is facing. Furthermore, he will interrupt subsequent attacks for a few seconds, meaning they won't go through him and will reduce their damage based on the level of the ability. As it is a utility ability and can still be very useful when you only put 1 point in it, I like to max this last. Braum's ultimate is Glacial Fissure. It's a straight line skill shot that will damage and knock up enemies in its path. After it's used, it leaves a fissure on the ground for 4 seconds that will slow anyone who steps on it. Of course, like any ultimate ability, you want to put a point in this every time you can. Braum is particularly strong in the early game. With its passive, you can try to gain pressure on your lane opponents and maybe even a few kills. Try using your Q to mark the enemy with your passive. Once they're marked, all you have to do is get your AD carry to attack them for an easy stun and magic damage bonus. In the laning phase, like in team fights, try maximizing your utility by marking as many enemies as possible with your passive. Remember that there's no limit to the amount of people that can be marked at once, only a limit of 8 seconds before you can stun the same person twice. In team fights, try using your ultimate to engage and disrupt the enemy team. Don't be afraid to put yourself in the middle of the fray and tank damage for your allies. Use your W on allies who could use a boost in resistances and keep your eyes open for a good opportunity to use your E, like to block a Nidalee Spear, a Caitlyn, or even an Ezreal ult. Alright, so how do I build this guy? Although there's no build that's set in stone, it's clear that Braum benefits most from tanky supportive items. I like starting with Relic Shield for the additional gold income, but you can also go for a Doran Shield for more tankiness or even a Ruby Crystal that'll build into Sidestone. When the enemy have a lot of AD, I like to go for an early Randuin's Omen. If they have a lot of AP, I replace that with a Locket of the Iron Solari. For boots, either go for Mercury's Dread if the enemy team have a lot of CC, or Ninja Tabby for the extra armor. To finish your build, it is best to adapt to what's going on in the game. The enemy team have a lot of AP poke, pick up a Banshee's Veil. Their AD carries fed, Frozen Heart could be a good choice for you. You're dying a lot or just simply want to have a second chance when putting yourself in the middle of the fray? Pick up a Guardian Angels and save a life. Alright summoners, that was it for my unofficial Braum Champion Spotlight. Make sure to let me know what you thought about it in the comments section below, and the most constructive and original comments will get to win a Curse Voice beta key. Again, thank you so much for watching, and see you guys next time.